Arms.
Hey guys, Corey here with Crusader Arms TV, and we are at Taccom 2023. I am here with Steve from Crusader Arms, and you got some new stuff, brother.
Yeah, buddy.
We've got the original Templar. Everybody was aware of the big launch last time in 2022 for Taccom. Now we got something a little bit different. Steve, what do we have?
A lightweight version of the current Templar. These are inline changes that we're making, so you can now get the gun with a pencil barrel. We've also machined away this part of the upper receiver. It actually makes it a lot nicer to hold in the hand. You can roll that thing around way nicer. It feels better. Guys that are shooting 3-gun, this is gonna really save their life. We've machined a slot down the entire length of the upper receiver, which took out a ton of weight. We've also changed the charging handle angle. One of the problems that people were having was if I put my optic here, I couldn't do my HK slap anymore. So now, with it bent out of the way, we can still do, it's not in the way of the optic anymore. Now we can still do the HK slap.
So basically what you've done is, when I pull this back and lift it up, it would be hitting the mount for the optic here. And
Yes.
if there is an optic here, I can't even get my hand in there.
That's correct.
But
Now,
this is now in the upward position, and it's on the side just to be able to
that's right. One of the nice other little features that we added was this really simple little tabs here for takedown. So now you don't have to use a tool. You don't have to worry about scratching your gun with your fingers. You can just push that forward and take the gun down.
Where before I had to get in here with a tool, try to get my finger in there was really difficult. Now I can just, instead of pushing in here, we can just grab tabs on the side, which this one doesn't have. I'm really digging that because sometimes this is a real pain to get out.
Yeah, and you're scratching your gun, and it is kind of a pain. Another cool feature that we've added is this forward assist. So sometimes when you load the gun, if you ride the charging handle forward, sometimes the round kind of got stuck, which made it really, really difficult to open. Like you had to mortar it against a table. It just kind of wedges the round in there. Now with an empty casing, all you have to do is push it forward, and then you can shoot the gun.
So what was it that identified that for you? Because I mean, if you function it properly, let it go like you're supposed to, there's never an issue. It's for guys who are not properly
releasing the handle
and riding it forward and letting it go. And who was it, Administrative Results?
Yeah, so Administrative Results did a review on the gun, and he got it really dirty, and then he shot it, and then he got it really dirty again, and he's like, man, if I had a forward assist, I could have closed this. So I'm like, aha, I got you, buddy, no problem. So now with a casing, you can force it closed if the gun is dirty, pull the trigger, and most times the gun will actually clear most of the debris as well.
Even with your finger, you can get in there.
You can push it. Now you got some way to force the bolt closed, where before you didn't. Another nice feature that we've added is actually an AR-15 bolt release. This is the original bolt release on the gun, and now we have an AR-15 bolt release.
So what I did notice is, like with this version here, I actually really liked it because when the gun locks back on a mag change, you drop it, you grab your mag, you reinsert it, and your hand goes forward, my thumb goes here, and I let it go while I'm indexing on my gun.
Yeah.
Where with the paddle, you have to come up, hit the paddle, then go. So, but guys, some guys out there are just so traditionally used to an AR-15 platform.
Yeah, so what was happening was, by no fault of their own, they were over-inserting the magazine and actually bending the sheet metal on that. So one of the main reasons we switched this part was to stop some of the warranty issues, because what would happen is you would over-insert your magazine, it would bend the bolt catch, it would push up against the bottom of the bolt carrier and cause misfeeds. So now we've engineered that out so that can't happen, and also because we've switched to this, you can no longer over-insert your magazine. It's actually in the way inside the receiver.
Even for the guys at home, Steve, that have the original who have bent it, how do you fix that?
You just bend it back.
So that's simple. So if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know. So if you're having issues where you're shooting your gun and you're having misfeeds or double feeds, it most likely is because that is pushing up against the bottom of the bolt carrier.
And just dragging.
It's just dragging. Yeah, it's slowing the bolt carrier down, and you're not able to use the gun how you want. So one of the complaints that we got was, there's too many screws. Hey, there's too many screws. I don't like all the screws. I don't like that side plate I can see in the side of the gun. So I said, okay, we're gonna fix that too. So what we did is we've put the steel plate on the inside of the gun, so the gun still is just as reliable as it was before. All the internals are the same, we've just hid them on the inside. We've actually been able to make that plate shorter and attach it to the front trunnion. So now this is all one piece. The front trunnion and the side plate are now one part. The gun rides on 2 rails with 2 springs. So the best way to get more spring was we added another rail and another spring. So now it has 3 rods inside the gun and 3 springs, which did 2 things. Because we took weight out of the bolt carrier is now moving way faster. So by adding the spring, it softened the recoil. And by adding the spring, it increased the closing power of the gun. So now this gun will close with a lot more force. Again, back to administrative results review. If that gun had that 3rd spring in there, I guarantee you when he would have closed it, it would have cycled because now it has a lot more pressure. And because we lightened the bolt carrier, we took some weight out of it, we needed to add the spring to control the mass moving back and forth.
So really just taking a lot of the feedback from our viewers and from just end users and being able to apply that into this new system. Here's the big question. How much more is this guy going to cost and when is it available?
So this costs no more money. Yes, we've added some machining which costs money and time, but we've taken out some expensive parts and replaced them with some easier to acquire parts. If you buy this gun after Taccom, this is the gun you're getting. You're no longer getting this one. The differences are you'll be able to get a heavy barrel or a pencil barrel. That is an option that we're gonna keep for people because some people do like to do some long range shooting and they want some tighter groups. Okay. Also still available with or without a Trigger Tech trigger.
After September 11th, for those out there that are looking at this at a different time, you know, when you watch the video, September 11th, 2023, anything after that is now Templar.
If you place your order after Taccom, you're getting this. And this inline change is going across the board. So we're not gonna keep any side plates on the outside, or they're all gonna have this machining. We're a fairly small shop, so we can't make a bunch of different things. It's gonna be all the same. For our customers, we appreciate your business. Without you guys, we don't have a business. We're not just guys that make guns, we're guys that shoot guns. So we wanna make the best possible product for you at the best possible price.
This means that they're hard to come by, so
that's
get
right.
your order in anyway.
Place your order, get on the list, and we'll get it to you as fast as we can.
Always a pleasure, bro.
Thanks a lot.
If you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss out. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and as always, leave us a comment. We want to hear what you have to say. If you want to support us, you can go to coatofarmstv.com for all of our latest apparel. This is Coat of Arms.